This morning we have woken up here in the town of Kalkan, but we are leaving our parking spot here today because we're heading up into the hills.
We're Marianne and Chris. In May 2018, we quit the 9-to-5, rented our house to travel full time. Due to the pandemic, our attempt to drive around the world has been put on pause.
Finding ourselves in Turkey, we are going to show you the best this country has to offer. It's been absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Parked up here, and we're going to really miss this view. Let's show you the bed view. The view from the room.
Wow.
How can you not? Just like literally right there is the bluest water. You know, that is what van life is all about. You know, waking up to these wonderful views. Actually, while we are sat on the bed, Marianne's net's doing a fab job.
Yeah, I'm really pleased. I got the ladies in one of my local haberdashery shops called Gems in Telford to sort me out some net curtains. So thank you, Sue and Bianca. It works wonders. And we've got little magnets. And I just, in the evening when there's bugs, we open the doors and we just clip magnets along here on all the stoppers all the way around. So it's really good.
It's worked really well because there are like only those little screws are magnetic.
But it's enough.
It's enough. There has been a lot of mosquitoes here in the evening, and we've had a couple of nights where we've been woken up by buzzes and bites. But
last night was fine.
Yeah, last night was great.
No bites.
No bugs. And but we do have our handy can of off, which is actually left over from Costa Rica.
It is.
But it's nearly run out. But yeah, there are definite mosquitoes here. The ending of the last video actually created a few comments. Oh, you're still here. You'll notice that the fridge in the clip wasn't Trudy's fridge. Some of you thought we had abandoned Trudy and moved into some kind of accommodation. So Marianne shouting, "No, we won't leave you, Trudy." So let's just let's explain what happened. So last weekend here in Turkey, they had a curfew on Saturday and Sunday from 9 until 3 on Saturday and 9 until 6 on Sunday. For us, we're very respectful. We don't like to be even parked up wild camping when there's a curfew because we're still out and about. And our friends Tony and Teresa very kindly said they have a villa that's empty if we want to use it and go hang out there. So we took advantage during the day on Saturday and Sunday. We went up to the villa, we caught up on our video editing, and we did actually also have a quick jump in the pool. So yeah, we slept in Trudy. We haven't abandoned Trudy. So hopefully that explains why there was a fridge. I actually knew as soon as I started filming it, everyone's gonna be going, "That's not Trudy's fridge." Anyway, we're going up into the hills, but before we do that, I have a dentist appointment this morning. So we've driven up into town ready for the dentist appointment, which is in about half an hour, and we've nearly forgot that we have an interview this morning with Eric and Claire from our local BBC station back home.
Woo!
Woohoo!
In fact, I say that every time we have an interview with them, and they...
Oh, look at that. Isn't that ironic?
It actually is them. Hello?
Hello, is that Marianne?
It is, hello?
Hello, yeah, it's Simon at BBC Radio Shropshire, how are you?
We're fabulous. How's it going, Simon?
Yeah, very good, thank you. I'm going to pop you through to the studio to talk to Eric and Claire this morning. There'll be probably about 5 minutes or so, but you're okay to hang on, aren't you?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We're not going anywhere.
What about the turquoise coast of Turkey? That'll do, looking into the beautiful clear water in the sunshine. Well, Marianne and Chris Fisher are the intrepid Shropshire travellers navigating the world in their camper van. Remember, their trip came to a grinding halt because of this coronavirus pandemic. They've spent the past 3 months stuck in a baking hot car park in Istanbul. Well, now it's a different story. I can smell the sea air. They're on the Turkish coast. Hello, both. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I feel really bad, but I'm going to do it. Woohoo!
Where are you exactly? Tell us where you are.
We're actually in a town called Kalkan. We put a video out about the town last night, and ordinarily we don't normally stay in a place too long, but we both needed some dental work, and we found a fabulous dentist that did a root canal for £81. Woohoo! So Chris is going today. In fact, probably in about half an hour, he's got a dentist appointment. So we stayed in the beautiful town of Kalkan.
It's a hard dentist time. Is it open? Oh, aircon. We got the wrong day.
We've been in a car park too long.
We've lost track of time. It's tomorrow. Okay, never mind. To the mountains we go. Got some spectacular views down there over the sea.
I'm not looking.
Bit of a big drop, my loveliness.
Not looking.
So we've arrived up in the town of Bursagan, up in the mountains. We're about 17 miles from Kalkan, and it's a bit cooler because we're up in the hills.
It's really cool. It must be at least 5 to 7 degrees cooler.
Yeah, and we found this lovely shaded tree to park under, and we're going to let it cool down a little bit because it's what time is it? It's lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Crazy midday sun. So we'll give it an hour and then we're going to have a little walk around the village here. But it's beautiful. This is rural Turkey, a real farming, agricultural community, and it would be nice to have a little wander through the town.
And there's chickens.
You heard chickens?
I've heard them and I can see them over there in the shade.
Yeah. I don't think you'll see them, but there's some chickens by the blue bin just there. Yeah, so we'll go and have a look around. It's another beautiful sunny day. Actually, that's a very interesting bench. I don't think I dare sit on that. My weight would break it. But that's definitely an unusual looking bench under this magnificently large tree here. How lovely. Yeah, the tree, it looks a bit like, they're like little mini conkers. They're like...
There must be somebody very clever
spiky.
out there.
Yeah, so what is this? To all you tree buffs out there, there's a spiky conker looking thing.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Baby's got an office chair.
3 kids on an electric scooter with an office chair on it, it looks like. Does the job. We were just saying how we love the freedom of van life. I mean, one day, this morning we were parked by the sea.
Yeah.
Today we're up in the mountains.
But I also like the freedom of the fact that 3 kids can be on an electric scooter, and if they fall off, nobody's going to sue anyone. Or is that too controversial?
Too controversial. No, but it's true, you know. It's so nice here in Turkey when you see people camping. They're able to light a little fire by the beach. It's not a big deal. Nobody minds.
Everybody's really respectful of each other's space.
Yeah, and it's very relaxed. Not so crazy health and safety conscious.
Yeah.
You know, like it is in some of the places.
It's common sense.
Mahaba. Yeah, everyone's just so friendly. We found this little tap here. You can't beat mountain water. So we are gonna fill up the water here. And this really is in a country rural setting here in Turkey. It's probably a little bit cooler up here because we're quite high now.
Yeah.
doesn't feel quite so intense. But we've seen a few of these water stations dotted around, so we thought we'd take advantage and stock up because we're quite low. So this spot up in the hills, in the mountains, a lot of people traditionally would have somewhere to stay down by the sea and also up in the mountains, and they would spend the summer months up in the mountains where it's a little bit cooler. We've actually come across these really cool looking huts. It almost looks like a village of times gone by, but they are actually grain stores used to store the grain here.
Bees nest.
Oh yeah, there's loads of bees buzzing around here and nesting in that hut there. Look. Ah, there's a goat. Hello. It's very cool, isn't it? In the Turkish countryside.
In the Turkish countryside.
This actual pathway here forms part of the Lycian Way, and the Lycian Way is a very famous hiking trail in Turkey. It's over 500 kilometers long and goes from Fethiye all the way down to Antalya, and actually comes through this village. You'd have to be pretty hardcore to hike 500 kilometers. They say it takes about 29 days, I think they say it takes. We're not planning to hike it, but we are looking at this pathway and thinking, that looks like a bit of a road. We're there going, it's not a road, it's a track. But in Mongolia, this would be really good. So we're thinking we might go down this track and see if we can find somewhere really quiet to park up for the night. And we also might get a good view down towards the coast, because the coast is up in this direction. What do you reckon, love?
I think Trudy's game for it.
Yeah? You only live once, let's do it. Okay, let's do it.
Well, I checked with one of the local kids and he said it would be okay.
Since when have you listened to kids? Bye!
Doodoo.
Merhaba! No chance. So the road here is too steep. We're never going to get up there. Game over. Reverse time. Sometimes you try and find these really nice spots, but we should have walked up first, but it was too hot. But no, it's good. It's a nice spot. We'll park at the bottom of the hill. We've come back down to the field that we started in, under the tree. And there's chickens literally just walking around. So we just spotted this little block here. And it's got a sink on the outside. It looks like it might be some public loos, literally right next to the van. And we spotted the village bin, because they tend to have these big bins dotted around by the roadside.
Everybody's asked us about wild camping in Turkey, and we always ask the local guys, you know, is it okay to be here? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. But it seems that in a lot of the villages, they always have the big bins, but also the loos and the sinks as well. There's a lot of building as well, some really nice properties.
There's guys
That's
building a house
beautiful.
there. Looks really, with these views, it's amazing, isn't it? Look. Let's have a look. I think these look like loos, don't they?
They do.
Let's have a look.
Although I did get an email this morning saying snakes, scorpions, hornets and spiders. No, that's goat poo. There's definitely a sink.
There's a sink there with running water.
A squatting toilet.
That's amazing.
And sinks, more sinks.
Yeah, but there's loos. We could empty the van loo without any problem.
Great.
And sinks. And that's amazing. What a good spot.
A massive fig tree.
Oh yeah. Is there any figs on it?
I see one up there. And there.
Oh yeah. They're starting to come. Oh, that's a big one.
That one's ready.
Look at that one up there. It's very quiet up here. That's the road we tried to go up, which didn't quite work according to plan.
Poor Trudy.
Poor Trudy.
Poor Trudy.
It's all about preservation of vehicle rather than finding the pretty camp spot. I remember that conversation with Jed
I was just going
from
to say,
Camper Van Culture. Jed, if you're listening,
we're sorry.
we're sorry. We started going up this track and Marianne went, do you remember what Jed said?
Yeah.
And it was
We're
like,
in so much trouble.
don't risk your vehicle for a pretty camp spot.
Yes. It's
So we had the choice of parking by the field or going down a dirt track, and we
Yeah.
chose the dirt track.
yeah.
And then your words echoed in our ears.
I felt so bad.
And then we realised the road was unpassable and we came back.
Yeah. We're under a tree, Jed, don't you worry.
We're under a tree.
We were told that something really special might happen if we came to this area. I'm just putting my shoes on because there's spiky things outside. But something magical is just happening outside. Chris has grabbed the camera and he's run outside. May not be that magical for everyone, but it is for us. We have just seen a shepherdess is coming towards us with her sheep. And she's lovely. She's got all her traditional clothing. She's just walking her sheep through the prairie. You can hear a bell as well, which is lovely. And there's chickens. It's a magical place.
It's turned into a lovely evening, and like other places in Turkey, we could hear the bells of the sheep passing. And behind us is a lovely lady shepherd with her sheep, and it's a shepherdess. And with the sun going down and golden hour, we couldn't resist coming out to take a little bit of video and a few photos. Such a beautiful evening here. Oh, you're still there. Sorry, that's the end of the show. You're in the bathroom. This is my time, private time. If you would like to subscribe, come on this amazing adventure with us.